Today we're going to be taking a look at the Amutorch XT60 NB90.16 version, which is a really high output light with a fantastic max throw distance at about 865 meters, and it also has an incredibly high max output of over 11,600 lumens, and there's not too many lights that offer this kind of performance for under $100. So if you're in the market for a thrower, this is definitely an interesting option to keep in mind. Before we get started, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be posting the specs down in the description below, along with a purchase link and a coupon code which will save you 10% off this light. Alright, so the body of the XT60 is made from aluminum alloy, and it does share a lot of similarities with the XT45, which we'll be comparing it to shortly. But overall, it seems reasonably durable, and it's got an IPX8 rating and a 1 meter impact resistance. There's a rubber side switch which gives you access to 2 different mode sets, which we'll touch on a bit later in this video. And there's no charging port on this light, so you'll need to have your own to use this light. And it runs on a 21700 flat top lithium ion battery, and you can pick up one of these with Amutorch branding. The XT60 has a really wide head with a smooth stainless steel bezel and a nice deep orange peel style reflector. But the most intriguing feature and notable upgrade to this light is the NB90.60 de-domed emitter. Here we've got 16 individual dies together on a single substrate arranged in a cube, and together they combine to produce an overpowering 11,600 lumens, and you're going to have a really tough time finding any single emitter lights with higher outputs. Now it's time to see how this light performs, and we're going to start off by looking at this light on its turbo mode, which has a max throw distance of 865 meters. The hotspot is incredibly intense on this light, and I'm not exactly sure what the candela specs are here, but you do start to notice this light heating up after about 15 seconds, and it will slowly ramp down over the course of about 2 minutes, and by that time you'll probably be just about ready to put it down because it does start to get pretty hot, but then it does step down to a lower output level that will be more sustainable. The color temperature on this light is on the cool side, and the hotspot is about mid-sized for a thrower, which is really nice. And the beam angle I would consider to be medium-sized as well. Anyways, the throw on this light is absolutely fantastic, and if you're looking for a 21700 thrower, this is definitely a serious contender as a top light in its class. Here's a look at this light on its lowest output setting on the variable output mode, and the output and runtime specs are not stated, but it's a decent mode for close-up tasks, but it would be interesting to see a true moonlight mode here with longer runtimes. Here's a quick side-by-side comparison between the XT60 and the XT45, which both have the same emitter, but the XT45 is a smaller light that's more designed for mid-range use, but overall many of the specs and features are very similar. The beam angles are very close, but as you can see, the hotspot on the XT60 is much tighter and more intense, so it's going to perform better at longer distances, while the hotspot on the XT45 is significantly larger and is going to be better for viewing larger areas at distance. If you want to learn more about the XT45, there's a video linked to down in the description. Now we're going to take a brief look at the UI, and there's 2 different mode sets on this light, including a step mode with 4 different output modes and a strobe mode, and there's also a variable output mode which gives you more precise control over the output. These step mode sets are really close together and don't make a whole lot of sense, and this is definitely an area that could use some improvement. This light is priced at $89.95 including a battery, and these are in stock on my website at goodnightgearshop.com, and you can save 10% with the coupon code US10. And if you want to learn more about or pick one up, you can find a link down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also check out my review of the XT45 down below.